On March 6, 2016, this is social lesson number 19, day 1, part 2. Greenbridge friends, we've spoke about high card points, and we're ready to go into losing trick count for opener and cover cards for the responder. So this is part of our Advancing Bridge series, lesson number 1. Michael here at Bridge Hands, and let's go ahead and onward and upward. Well, okay, you recall we just gave a tease at the end of part 1 where we talked about losing trick count, or LTC, if you want to think of it that way. And it's where we, as the opener, can count extra tricks when we have a good fit, a trump fit with our partner. And normally, as you recall, that is a 5 and 3, could be even a 6 and 2. We rebid the suit and our partner shows then a fit. Or it might be something where one player has a really good suit. Typically, it's going to be a fairly long suit with a bunch of chunky honors. I won't get ahead, but we'll be seeing it in just a little bit. What about the opportunity when the responder, though, has a chance? Well, they don't have as many high card points when somebody already has 13, 12, maybe 11 with a 5, 4, 3, 1, a 5, 5, 2, 1 with 10 points, and so on and so forth. But usually the responder will not have as many points. So rather than to use losing trick count and have them with maybe 7, 8, or 9 loser, a better way for the responder to make the count would be for the cover cards. Yes, we still start off with our high card points, have 6 or a good 5 to make a response bid. What's a good 5? Well, how about a ace jack, something like that? That would be it. Or maybe a king queen, something along that sorts. It certainly wouldn't be something where it would be just all quackers, queens and jacks, that's for sure. So yeah, that might be where it's all in one suit. And what do we call those? Remember? Working honors. Okay, good. Well, let's go ahead and see what else we got here. So, responders, we said we'll use cover cards. And we'll get into these with lots of examples, so hold on. Partnership normally has this 8-card fit. Normally it's in a major suit is what we're looking for because, what? We want to be able to make a 10-trick game. That is a book of 6 and 4 more. 4 hearts or 4 spades for our contract. All right, so 1 heart, 2 heart might be the way the auction starts out. Do we have a fit? Yes. We have the opener with 5 or more and the responder with 3. We shouldn't be bidding 2 hearts with only a doubleton, that's for sure. All right, what else could we have? Maybe something like a 1 spade, 3 spades. Oh, okay, now we're talking about a invitational bid. This is inviting, right? And might be 3. Some people play with 4 if they're playing forcing no trump. We won't get into that much today. But this is where it's an invitation. And normally it's with about, 10 or 11 points, maybe a bad 12, as defined by like a jack third or something like that on a suit. All right, that's a possibility. Anything else? Well, yes, it could go something like 1 club by responder, 1 spade. No fit yet. Not going to be able to use losing trick count. Opener bids 2 spades. Aha! Now we have a situation where we have 4 plus over there for the spade suit. Don't know if it's 5 or not. Remember, responder only needs 4. And the opener, when they rebid the spade suit, they have 4. Probably don't have 5, or they would have opened with a 5-card spade suit in the first place. So we have our 8-card fit this way, don't we? All right, that's good. Anything else you can think of? Oh, yes, sure. How about if it opens 2 clubs? Artificial bid says nothing about clubs, just says it has a strong hand. The responder has 2 heart bid? What? 2 diamond bid is normally just say a waiting bid, and so when it's 2 hearts, this is normally where it says it has 8 plus. Remember, the 2 club opener has 22 plus. So saying I have strong interest in slam, and I have hearts. And then if the opener says 3 hearts, I'm interested in like exploring for slam myself. I have a suit fit. Yes, now you have the situation where we have an 8-card fit or more, don't we? Okay, those are some good examples where we do have a partnership fit. And now we talked about where we have fully or semi-self-sustained suit. Now that's a mouthful, isn't it? FSST and SSST. Let's take a look at those. We take a look at, this is just one hand. We don't have a partnership fit. The opener is just making a bid solely themselves, or it could be responder, I suppose. And we take a look at the length plus the honors. And if that equals 9 or more, then we're in deep clover. We have it all on our own without needing to have any help from our partner. So it might be we would have 1 or 2 losers with a semi-self-sustaining suit, whatever that is. We'll get into that more. Or something like a ace, queen, jack 6 times. And what is that? 3 honors, 6 long. That looks like 6 plus 3. I think we've got it here, don't we? And that would be indicative of a semi-self-sustaining suit. And you see where we shouldn't have but more than 1 or 2 losers. If we can come around with finesse and the king is over here, we may get them all if our partner's even got just like a doubleton. 3 would be really good, wouldn't it? Okay, and there are some other examples here. Ace, queen, 10, because now we have a chance for a repeated finesse. Try once, come back to the hand. If it didn't work, try a second time. So unless you've got the king jack behind it here, which is what, 1 in 4 chances? Not usually going to happen, so we don't make our bets on things usually going astray, unless you're playing with your future mother-in-law. Little side suit joke there. We wouldn't do that. No, we just play where we can make it 50% of the time. Even really less when you think about we get the bonus for a game, or if we're working towards slam. So maybe in the low 40%, maybe 40-45%, depending whether you're vulnerable or not, and so on and so forth. Another one, ace, jack, 10. Once again, chance for repeated finesse, just like we saw on the previous hand there. Or how about ace, king? Now, how long is this suit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's take a look at that. That would be 2 honors plus 7 long. Yep, looks like that does it. I wouldn't suggest doing it if this happened to be queen jack, right? That's not so hot, is it? But when you've got at least 1 topper there, maybe it happens to be a ace king, or how about an ace queen, something like that, and it's 7 long, I think that would qualify. Yes, I would say that would be a semi-self-sustaining suit. What about this one here? King, queen, jack, 10. That is 4 honors and 5 long. Yep, that does it also. Although, when they play a side suit and you got to use 1 to ruff, all of a sudden you better pull trump. You could lose trump control with this situation, but it is actually technically qualified for a semi-self-sustaining suit when you've got all 4 toppers. Well, okay. Well enough, let's go ahead and continue on. How about a fully self-sustaining suit? Yep, you guessed it, 1 more than a semi. So now we want a suit quality of 10. And when we have that, we have a situation where we can anticipate 0 to 1 losers. And let's take a look at some hands for that. Ace, king, queen. Well, if we've got the perfect combination, sure, because I don't think that's too often we're going to have an opponent with jack 4th against us, right? That's what's needed to set us, unless they do an uppercut, when they can rough and we have to over rough, one of those types of things. But usually that's not the case. If we've got a 7-card suit from 13, that only leaves 6. I don't think I'm going to expect one opponent to have 4 against me. Just not going to happen that often. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, so how about another example? Ace, king, jack, right? We've got 3 honors, 3 good honors, working honors, of course, and 7-card suit, fine. How about ace, queen, 4, and another 4, 8. I just put this in here so you know that it easily can add up to 8. That would be 8 plus 2, and the 2 toppers are next to it anyway. Fine. Good chance for finesse, working honor combination there. And for ace, king, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 2, well, you've got the 2 toppers there. It feels pretty good. And you get queen 3rd against you, fine. They get 1 trick. Remember, we said fully self-sustaining, 1 loser. So that would be a good for instance there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look once we have a fit, a semi-self-sustaining suit, or a fully self-sustaining suit. Well, so what? Oh, so now we get to start counting our losers. Now, you remember we saw that hand where you had ace, king, jack 12 times or whatever it is. Your high card points are not going to work for evaluating that kind of hand. You need something that is, well, hopefully it's more intuitive. If you've got 12 cards in a suit and you've got the ace, you're going to take 12 tricks. So our losing trick count Or this semi-self-sustained suit, fully self-sustained suit, and for sure if you got 12-card suit with the ace, you're going to have 12 winners, right? And we're going to take a look and now start to see a little bit more on how to count our losers, because we have a fit or this fully self-sustained suit. So remember this though, about what the hand is equal to, just for your own edification, and maybe your partner, the responder, would like to know also. When you have the average opener, 12 to 14 high card points, we typically have about a 7 loser hand. This would be a 5-3-3-2 suit, and we don't have a semi-self-sustained fit, so we better have a partnership fit here, right? So in that kind of a situation, yes, that would do it. Might be something like this: ace, king, 5 times in the spade suit, king, queen, third in the heart suit, 3 little diamonds and 2 little there. So with 15 to 17 points, then we would have a 6 loser hand rather than a 7. The losers go down by 1. How about a 12 to 14 point? Well, if you have a really great shape, remember we've seen those 5-4-3-1s, 5-5-2-1s. Yes, that would be a good opportunity for it. Okay, for the how to count our losers then, for the top 3 cards in a side suit, we don't count a loser for an ace. We don't count a loser if we have an ace king. If we have king plus 1 more, that's just 1 loser for that so far. If we have king doubleton, or if we have ace queen, then that is not a loser. Yes, we're going to say we have a good chance for finesse. Okay, and when we're holding a side suit jack in partner's suit, okay, so our partner opened, let's say 1 club, we do 1 spade, partner does 2 or 3 spades, something like that. Yeah, with the jack, don't count it as a full loser because it's in partner suit, maybe a half. And if you've got a queen, by the way, if this happens to be a queen here, I wouldn't even count it for a half loser. I would count it as a winner in partner side suit, assuming that you have a couple others, okay? All right, so also, if it happens to be queen third in a side suit, sorry, that is going to be 3 losers, unfortunately. So queen and 2 others, now, can't count it, nope, unless our partner bid the suit, then we get to count the queen as a non-loser. Okay, and how about if it happens to be a queen 10 little? Well, okay, not a full 3 losers, we'll count that for 2.5 because we have a chance to finesse towards the jack. If the jack is on side, meaning held by the person over here in the west, then yeah, you can finesse it. So maybe the king is over here, you play low to the 10, they have to go up with the king, and if you happen to have an ace over here also, yeah, you're only going to lose 1 trick in that type of a configuration. Okay, good. And let's go ahead with a fit. And let's say we don't have a 7 loser hand when we open. We don't have a 6 loser hand. We have a 5 loser hand. We'll look at some of those. Regardless of the shape, and well, we've got a fit with our partner, or if we have a semi-self-sustained or fully self-sustained suit, then we take a look and see what has partner done. Partner has responded if we have a fit and we don't have that semi-self-sustained suit or better. So if our partner responded, we're going to assume that they have at least 2 winners. 2 cover cards, in fact, as we'll talk about cover cards in a little bit. So if we have 5 losers, and let's say it goes 1 heart, our partner goes 2 hearts, we're going to say that should be about 2 cover cards, 2 tricks, so it's 5 minus 2. That is equal to 3. Okay? So if we've got 3 losers, there's 13 minus 3 gives us 10 winners. 10 winners sounds like a game in the major suits, doesn't it? A book of 6 plus 4, so if it was the bid went up to 4 hearts, and we make 10, we've made it. So that says 5 losers in our hand. If our partner makes a bid, we're counting on them for 2 with a fit, or that semi or fully self-sustained suit. We're enough. We don't care if we have 15 high card points or if we have 21 high card points. It just doesn't matter. And that's one of the beauties of using high card points and thinking of our partner as having two winners when they make a response. So they could have two kings. Maybe they don't even always have primary honors, aces and kings, but we're assuming is a chance for a finesse. Anyway, after finding a fit, we begin then counting our losers, our losing trick count. And if there are no losers after the third card, we don't count those, as we're going to take a look at a cent, because we can either promote the suit, finesse, or ruff. We saw that in the last section where we talked about the three ways we get extra tricks. So if it happens to be a side suit, now this isn't, let's say we're in 4 spades. Maybe we just bid 1 spade, 2 spades so far. Now we're looking at a side suit. Let's say this is the club suit. Ace, king, queen 4 times. Well, we only count the top 3, so we don't worry about this one here because we've got the top 3. 4th, the 5th, the 6th in a side suit, if you should be so blessed. Good on you. Okay. And for the next one, how about a ace, king, jack? Well, we assume we can do finesses. We're optimists here. So yeah, in this situation, 0 losers. Okay. How about ace, queen, third? Well, there, yes, you do have 1 loser because can't do anything about that. That's not the 4th in the suit. It's one of the first 3. So we're assuming that we can do a finesse. The king is over here, and we've just got 1 loser. Not bad, with just 6 points, isn't it? And from there, we have ace, queen, 10 3 times. Same thing, chance for repeated finesse. We've seen that previously. Ace, jack, 10, ditto there, 1 loser. King 3 times. Well, we don't count the king as a loser, as you'll recall, but these other 2 are, so we would have 2 losers with this combination. Okay, and with a ace 4 times. Well, it'd be the same as with ace 3 times, wouldn't it? We would have 2 losers, these 2 here. If it had to be a 5-card suit, still 2 losers, right? We can do a promotion, a ruff, or a finesse. Okay. And with 4 little, it's a little problematic, isn't it? Well, we said we only lose 3 in a suit, but I'm a little bit restless here on this one. It could be more than 3 losers on a bad day, depending upon how the cards fly with your partner. We know that their partner's got some honors either in this suit or some other suit, but be a little careful when you have 4 babies in a suit, okay? All right. Now, I will say, with all that said and done, we have to use a little bit of John decide, a little bit of caution, because we need to get to partners' hands whenever we're doing the finesse. So if you need 3 finesses, then you need to get to partner's hand 3 times, or unless your opponents or maybe your family, and they're going to go ahead and lead to your finesse, but normally they're not going to. They're going to play their suits, right? So if you need more than 1 finesse, and your partner, let's say it goes 1 heart, 2 heart, then you go to 4, your partner's maybe got 2 primary honors. You might get your partner twice, but don't think you're going to get to it 3 times. That would be ludicrous. They don't have that many entries, so unless the opponents are going to do some favors for you, be a little careful when you need a lot of chances for repeated finesses. We get empty spaces there. Okay, next, let's take a look at a hand here. 1 heart, 3 hearts. What are our losers that you see here? In spade suit, looks like we've got a loser there, don't we? In the heart suit, we've got 1 loser there. We don't count anything beyond 3. In the diamond suit, don't worry about aces or kings. 2 losers there. Clubs, for sure 2. 1, 1, 2, 2, right? We okay with that? Okay, good. That would be a 6er. So, despite having only 14 high card points, ace, king, right? We would bear 4 hearts because we have 6 losers, we said. And if our partner, in this case, is not going 1 heart, 2 hearts, which would imply 2 covers, but 1 heart, 3 heart, showing that they have about 3 winners, if you will, of some sort. And if we've got 6 losers minus 3, that sounds like 3 losers. Sounds like 10 tricks out of the 13 that we're going to make. Yes, that game in hearts or spades. Okay, 1 spade, 2 spades. And here is our hand. What do you think? What's our losers here? Okay, you have 15 high card points, yet you got a lot of losers. Now this one here, we saw, it was a nice hand. It had all primary honors, and it's a nice way that we're losing trick count, pays good dividends. It turned out we only had 6 losers when we had a partnership fit. In this case, we have a partnership fit. Oh, that's all well and good. But in terms of our losers, we have 1 loser here, don't we? That's a shame. King, queen, tight. Not worth as much. It doesn't pull. It's full weight. Yeah, they're kind of working on it, sort of, but it's only a doubleton. That hurts. And how many losers here? Up, queen, third. Got 3 losers, remember? Unless that's a partnership fit. Nope, we don't count anything for the queen that's lonely. Queen 10 is 2.5 if third. And this one here, well, we've got at least 2 losers there. We got 2 to 3 there, don't we? If we have to break the suit, we may lose all 3. And over here, ace, jack. Looks like we have 2 losers there, don't we? So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. I don't know if I'll count this one. 8 losers. That's a lot of losers for 15 points. How do you figure that? Well, look at what we've got here. We've got some queens and jacks, some of those quackers in the red suits. Not good, is it? So that's why losing trick count pays off better dividends than for just using high card points and length. Good.